So, yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, Google, stop listening.
Thanks, Alexa.
Sorry, I couldn't reach Xbox.
It's fine.
How did that happen?
I must have said something that sounded like Google. Anyway, folks, welcome back to Sunday Update. It is Pi Day, March 14th.
Pi Day.
Yeah. So make sure you've got your pie if you're watching so that you can get the full experience out of this Sunday Update. I don't know why, but pie seems good.
I'm gonna get back to this.
Apple pie, vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
I'm a blackberry myself. I really like blackberry pie.
Okay. That's another school of thought. It's not my school of thought, but it's another school of thought. I'm like apple, pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
That's
Pumpkin's great, just
those
not the
are,
season
those are my
for it.
two.
I don't know.
Cam, what's your pie deal?
I'm not a pie person.
Got it.
It's too messy.
Only chocolate cake for Cam.
That's
Yeah.
right. What about chocolate pie or like a chess pie?
Don't get chocolate pie.
The joke is that I also don't like chocolate.
Yeah. And I frequently buy Cam chocolate cakes.
For my birthday.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Why?
Because I'm an asshole.
Well,
No.
this year was different. It said it was a yellow cake on the box, and then we cut it, and it was chocolate. It was
This year we
iced.
literally
The icing was yellow.
we attempted to purchase a golden cake,
Oh, right.
and
Oh my god.
it was labeled yellow cake, and then we got into it, and it was chocolate cake. And I still don't understand. Like, that was just the universe telling me that the meme is working, and I should keep doing.
It was
We also
apparently
have
a
pizza
really
pie.
good cake.
That seems to be another one.
Meat pie?
Pizza pie.
Pizza pie.
Well,
Shepherd's pie?
That's a pie I can get behind.
wait, pizza pie is just like.
A pizza pie.
Mark is a fan of pizza pies.
Are we talking about just like a pizza pie, or like a pie that is pizza?
It's a pizza pie.
Oh, like a pizza. It's a pizza pie.
It's a
Okay.
pizza pie.
A pizza itself.
It's a pizza pie.
Now I really want.
A pizza pie? Thanks, Mark. Again.
How about post-stream pizza and then for dessert, whatever our choice of pie? So we have super amounts of pie for Pie
Yes.
Day.
I like this idea.
Super amounts.
Boom.
I think we start off with 3.14
Servings of pie.
servings of pie.
Whole pie.
I eat three. New
Let's
YouTube
go
video.
pie.
I try to eat 3.14 pies in an hour.
In an hour? Oh, that's doable.
Awful.
Is it, Cam? Because that's a pie every 20 minutes.
That's a lot, you guys.
Pie power hour.
Oh, God.
I eat one
Ooh.
slice of pie every minute for 60 minutes. First one
Well,
to
how
throw
big
up
do the
loses.
slices have to be? That's the other catch, is that a slice can be defined as anything of any size within the pie. It can be like this big, and then you just devour an entire pie in an hour.
That just reminded me of there's like, it's probably like a TikTok or something, but the guy has a whole pizza, and he takes his slicer and he slices up one side like that, and the other side like that, and he takes the middle out, and it's just this giant slice that's the size of the pizza. He's like, I'm only having a slice.
I love it.
So anyway, it's Pie Day. Make sure you grab some pie and eat it. Or at least, I don't know, like, play Pokemon for 3 hours and 14 minutes or something. So, I lost my train of thought. Sunday update, we do this thing where we talk about the Pokemon on our teams, right?
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Teams and theorizing and future goals and
Highs and lows, MVPs, LVPs.
Right, yeah. We have a bunch of different things. I've never formalized this. I was reading my Nicole got me this book on podcasting for my birthday, and I've been like trying to read it to get some tips on like what to do for Sunday update. And one of the tips was structure. And then
Oh.
I proceeded to not plan anything out for today. So,
It's okay.
Yeah.
but
It's okay.
apparently in the future, structure will help us gather more listeners. But we don't need more listeners because we have Mark and Noah, and we're good.
That's all we need.
That's all
Thank
I
you,
have.
John.
So, we've been playing. Now all of us are in Gen 3. I wanted to say
Woo!
that. Sirmina started Ruby today. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I missed a big chunk of it, so I need to watch it again.
I missed all of it.
Think
so
you're
I
in
need
the
to
same
watch
boat.
Half me just screaming about the fact that I have to face all these talos and wurmples and bugs in the forest, and that's just basically the first leg of the game.
It'll be fantastic rage to watch.
Yeah.
I get excited because the first gym is a rock gym, and so I just like it's fine, but everything before that really pissed me off.
It's
There was a bug
interesting.
trainer with 6 wurmples in the woods, and I was about to lose it.
It's interesting because, like, I always start Bulbasaur when I play Gen 1, right? Like, I go to grass. And it never seems like a frustration, but grass is weak to, like,
A lot.
a lot
lot.
of the Pokemon that you just encounter at random. Yeah. And you don't have the advantage of Trico doesn't get a poison typing ever, right?
No.
Because that's
Unlike-
the big advantage of the
Grass.
Bulbasaur line is, like, eventually you're poison type, which means you're poison immune. And that's helpful.
Chikorita also doesn't get poison.
No.
Okay,
Chikorita
no,
didn't
we
work.
don't talk about Chikorita here because Chikorita sucks.
It's true. Literally the worst starter of all the starters.
That's my opinion.
I
Grass is weak to fire, ice, poison, flying, and bug.
Yeah, and the fact that it's weak to flying, bug, and fire, that sucks.
I'm gonna get wrecked at Flannery. I'm gonna get wrecked at Winona.
Yeah, well, Flannery, you just need a
I
low
don't think
tech.
she used a fire type move against me.
You were high leveled. She's gonna use overheat and just demolish the team.
I got overheat from her as a TM.
But you're not Nuzlocking.
But
so
you're
you
not
can throw out
Nuzlocking.
your sacrificial Pokemon. Once Torkoal uses overheat, its special defense drops.
White herb. So the first overheat is not gonna drop anything.
Damn.
It'll drop and then immediately restore, so it'll
White
take
herb.
2 overheats.
And then you put in your second sacrificial Pokemon. And then it uses overheat again and wipes out that one. And then you bring in
Special
Lombre.
I can't get a Lotad. I get a Seedot.
No.
Not in Ruby.
I don't get a Lotad in Ruby.
Trico.
That's a dumb.
Septile,
There is no
Septile is grass. Shrifttree is grass dark. Breloom is grass fighting. Cacnea into... what's its evolution?
dark if I choose to go that route.
It's dark. Grass dark.
Roselia will be grass poison.
It's too bad that Roserade doesn't exist until Sinnoh.
Okay. Well,
And then
I
the
forgot
one-
about the Lotad issue.
The one chance I could have had with Lileep / Cradily being grass rock, I can't get until after Flannery.
Oh, because she gives you the
not?
goggles. No, May gives you the
He
goggles
gets
right after you
goggles
beat her.
after Flannery, so
Oh.
I can't go into the desert.
But you'll have the rock in time for Winona.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you'll just need Cradily to be high enough level.
I'm gonna cry my way through Flannery. It's okay.
Can people on your team learn water moves?
Yeah, who's gonna learn Surf and Waterfall?
Just need like a random I don't know, something that I'm not going to be able to technically use and only just have for HMs.
It's a tough challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a way bigger pain in the ass than I realized. And I'm
Me too.
interested in
But at
potentially
least-
trying it for Gen 4.
At least if they faint, you can just revive them.
Oh, I wouldn't
They
want to
don't.
be doing the Nuzlocke.
Cam's like...
Yeah.
There's so much fear in everything.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Cam, I think you need to pick a less anxiety-provoking challenge for Gen 4.
Or one that doesn't require me to level up everyone to like 50 before I go fight some level 20 things, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no fun.
Well,
I
The
tried
one-
it once. It was like high school, and I did it with my Fire Red game, and I lost my shit because I was like, I hate this. I'm like super anxious like all the time because like, what if something gets critted? And just it's not fun. I remember being really upset that I lost something in Victory Road that I was
Oh.
planning to use in the Elite Four. I don't remember what it is, but I just remember being really
oh, you
upset.
lost it literally in Victory Road pre-Elite 4.
Yeah.
So you got a 5-man team,
That
5
sucks.
Pokemon team.
I had to make some shit up somewhere somehow. I don't remember what I did. It was years ago, but something I lost that I was planning to use, and I was not happy about it.
Yeah, if I don't make it through Victory Road or the Elite Four, that's it. That's GG.
Oh my god.
Sapphire's over.
There is an account and a guy that I was watching very briefly earlier. It's this guy who's like a Nuzlocking pro, and he ranks all of the gym leaders in terms of their game killing abilities
Oh.
for Nuzlockers to see like in his opinion and how many games he's played and Nuzlocke through and all the way blah blah blah, which gym leaders are the absolute worst and can actually stop your run.
What are the big ones
Y'all
for
are
Gen
kind
3?
of- Huh?
What are the big ones for Gen 3?
Yeah, I gotta go back and find it. But
Oh no.
Watson was like tough, unless you have a Marshtomp, like a Mudkip Marshtomp, and then it's just like, okay, that's basically a freebie. But if you don't, then it can be tough because like that Magneton doesn't have a lot of
Weaknesses.
resistance
Fire.
or
Fire. Fire,
or-
though.
Yeah,
Fire.
fire, but that's like it.
Ground. Yeah.
But ground you can't because it has levitate, I think.
Oh.
Or does it have soundproof? Either way, either or something. I think it has levitate and you can't get hit by grounds. But Watson's up there. Winona he actually called a run killer
I almost
I
lost
agree with
Pelipper.
that.
because of the Dragon Dance and like Altaria's moveset. If you get Dragon Danced enough and like you don't plan very appropriately, like she can totally just destroy you.
It was one
So-
reason I was really happy to have Protect.
It's
Yeah.
also it's
Yeah,
a
really
flying
lucky.
gym. And if you're Nuzlocking, chances are you have way more bugs and grass types than you want on your team. And-
There's a possibility of that.
Yeah.
But you could get lucky and like the Granite Cave, you could get like an Aaron and then run
Yeah.
from there. Or a Mawile, and if you get really lucky.
That's Gen 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. Or
Yeah, I wish
can't
that I had
remember-
Aaron. Aggron would have been great. Now my only steel type hope is Beldum.
Well,
New
one's great,
Marvel, I don't remember if there's anything in there, but you can get electric types in there.
I'll just teach Thunderbolt to Absol. It's fine.
I mean,
His attack is
have-
fantastic. His special is not. So Thunderbolt will be interesting.
Wait, who are you teaching Thunderbolt to?
No.
Absol, like one of the only ones on the team that can learn it.
Oh, yeah.
Or Linoon.
Linoon.
Why would I do that though?
Oh, do you have a Linoon
Normal?
now?
No,
Okay, good. Okay.
it's next.
I was worried. I thought I screwed up that thing.
Normal or underrated because they're pretty versatile with, like, they can learn a whole bunch of crazy shit. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw my Earth Ring. It had a whole bunch of stuff on it that just wasn't normal, and it killed pretty well.
Yeah. No stab, but
It had high attack and made up for it.
is the stab bonus 1.5?
That was 20%.
Let's Google.
Also, Sirmina, I just realized that with your grass run, the 7th
50%.
gym is gonna suck.
Look, I don't want to talk. The 7th gym.
Why the 7th? 6th is gonna be
Psychic?
worse.
Psychic's
Psychic-
super effective against grass.
It is?
No.
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 It's against poison. That's why Psychic wipes out Venusaurs.
Yeah.
It'll be
that's
fine.
Why. Okay.
I'll just keep Nuzleaf Shiftry because he's part dark.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they take 0 damage from
Yeah.
Psychic.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Smart.
Nuzleaf will, like, save my life there.
That should get you through that. I think that the 6th gym, Flannery and Winona,
Flannery.
are going to be the
Yeah.
biggest challenges.
Yeah.
Flannery especially. But
There's no ice gym, is there?
No.
No.
That's just Victory Road, okay.
Yeah.
Always.
Ice is one of the rare types in Pokemon.
Right, it's Psychic and
What's
Water. It's the 8th
Water.
gym, right?
Water's the 8th gym,
So
yeah.
so once you get past Winona,
Here we
you're cruising. You know, just
you guys
once you get past
anything-
Winona real quick.
About the Elite Four and Champions. Do you guys know anything about the Elite Four and Champion?
Nope.
Nothing.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to have trouble. That's all I'm going to say.
Noah keeps
Ice.
trying to spoil things about the champion for me, but I have looked away.
Ice, fire, poison.
I'm not
One.
telling you anything,
One.
but I'm going to have some trouble.
If there's a bug, Elite Four member, I will be so excited. Because that's never happened, right? There's been no bugs in the E4.
In a later generation, I think there is.
Yeah, it's so sad
Super
how
bug
bugs don't get
Or, I
represented
think-
well in the Pokemon games. There's just no trainers who use bugs.
Except for the
None at all.
newbies.
Yeah, Ninjask is probably going to go
Noobs in the
away.
wood.
Bug catcher Matt wants to fight.
Got it.
Bug
These bug
catcher
catchers
Nick
are-
wants to.
Ruining my
many bug
life.
catchers, so little time. You know who I'm really starting to hate in Gen 3 though are not the bug catchers at all, but the bird keepers.
Bird Keeper's the worst.
I
Talk about
hate
it. I
bird
don't want to deal with
keepers.
them. Oh my god.
God,
I'm
so
gonna hate
many.
it.
It was great. I didn't know what Flannery's gym, not Flannery, Winona's gym was. You guys were like, oh, Winona. And I hadn't watched Peter's stream. I had to, like, cut out before
Oh
that.
no.
So I spent the whole stream being like, I hate bird catchers. I'm so sick of flying type. And then I get to Winona's gym and it's just like, this is a flying gym.
Sex.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. But how's the 3 Pokemon
Yeah.
challenge going, Peter?
Oh my god, it's great. I'm actually having a really good time. Because I feel like I'm really like, I'm not wasting anyone. That's kind of the beauty of it. Like, I feel like normally I have these runs where I will have, like, good Pokemon number 1, good Pokemon number 2, mediocre Pokemon in my 3rd slot, and then I have, like, dog shit. So I feel like this time I just have like the good ones because I don't have space to waste on, like, I don't know.
Yeah. How do you not have a Manectric yet?
Yeah, really.
No,
Dude.
and there's a reason for that. I'm waiting
Oh, you're holding off the evolution.
because I would like to
Okay.
learn. Don't remember what it is.
Thunder?
Is it Thunder?
Thunderbolt? I don't know. I don't know
Shockwave?
Elytrike's moveset because every
I'm
time
gonna do a Google, but I'm gonna do it on my phone because I don't want to mess up the stream.
Elytrike moveset. Moves learned, Gen 3.
Such a good
Thunder it learns at level 36. Charge it learns at 41. Bite it learns at 33.
No, I'm actually going for.
Why can every single Pokemon learn Toxic?
Yeah, I'm gonna learn Thunder at 36.
Okay.
Because I think Manectric learns it at 46, and I just don't want to go through that.
That's
Are you
fair.
also going to teach it Rain Dance?
Um,
That was a great move for Ampharos. Thank you, Sirmina.
maybe.
You're welcome. You can also set it up on one of your other water types.
Yeah,
That is actually a good
and then it
point.
will have the stab bonus.
If I have an open move on Pelipper, then maybe. But I think Pelipper's pretty full up now that it has Fly. So, yeah.
It's got Fly, Protect.
I think it's got Fly, Protect, Surf, and Wing Attack.
Steel. Wait.
I dropped Steel Wing. It wasn't the miss ratio. The accuracy is a little too low for me, combined with the fact that it's got no stab, and it's like a steel, which isn't that great offensive. Like it's good steel or great defense, but not so good offense as far as I can tell.
Steel's only effective against two things.
So I ditched it for Fly. I needed Fly. The
I'm
one
still
thing that the-
imagining surfing on a Pelipper. That
Yeah.
seems really funny to me.
yeah,
The imagery behind that.
I do love that Surf in double battles hits both Pokemon.
It also hits your Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
That might be a later gen thing, if I think about it.
I used Lombre. And, well, okay, so Earthquake is different. I thought that anything that hit the field hit everything.
I
Because
think
I had Lombre use Nature Power, which turned into Earthquake, which was super effective against Blaziken. I was
oh
like,
no.
are you serious?
Quake.
Yeah, it was on some kind of soil or rock.
Oh my god.
It's like, yeah, Earthquake. I was like, no.
Surf does not seem to hit my own team. As far as I can tell. Muddy Water also does the same thing. Hits both members of both opponents.
Maybe Emerald is different. 'Cause
Okay,
Emerald
Gen
seems-
4 is when it starts hitting everybody, including
Ah.
allies. Gen 3 is only opponents.
Okay.
That's
They changed Gen 4. Mm-hmm.
In that case, I should just start tossing out Pelipper and Electrike when my game automatically updates itself to Gen 4, which is not a thing that will happen. Yeah, but things are going good. Cam, you're at the
What
point
levels?
in the story where I am,
Yeah, I caught up.
which is the I'm affectionately calling this leg of the journey the dicking around in the jungles of the north portion, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just walking places.
Yeah. When it was the choice between, like, do I want to go up to Fortree or go right over to, like, what, underneath Mount Lava? I don't remember what it's called.
Mount Pi-
Mount Pyre.
Mhm.
I was like, I should go up and do the gym first, but it was like, wow, a choice of direction. I'm not locked into one way that I have to go.
I think you kind of are, because if you go to the right,
I'll
there's
just stop.
slopes, ledges that prevent you
Oh.
from going up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm glad
did
that
really
went-
appreciate, by the way, the advice of that guy who you come out. I think you come down from the mountain at one point, and he's like, "Oh man, if I go down those ledges, I'll be in Rustboro, and it would take me forever to get back here."
Yeah.
And I googled it, and it was like, "Do not go down the ledges. It will take you forever to get back there." I was like, "Oh."
He was right.
Yeah, because going back up the cable car and then back down the mountain, you're like,
Yeah. I would just be like, the planning for getting around the cable car thing would just too smart for me. It would go right over my head.
I'm afraid I missed that.
Did it go over your head?
No, I'm afraid.
Fuck off that.
Afraid.
Ah!
Both of you. Both of you.
Okay.
Done here. Log off.
So in terms of the story, I feel like narratively I was most into it like right before my last stream. I think with like up to the weather center, I was super into like, okay, there's the two teams, like there's some stuff going on, like they're doing some stuff. There's a meteorite. I have the meteorite now. That's pretty cool. Like, what?
You should give that to someone.
No, I'm keeping it.
Okay. You get a TM for it.
What'd you say?
You get a TM for it.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
if you give it up, it's.
You get return, I
okay.
think, right?
Oh, I don't need a return. I'm gonna keep my meteorite.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just like, I got the meteorite. I stopped some kind of evil plan, and then I like went to the weather center, and I was like, oh my god, they're still doing the evil plan, and they're gonna.
Oh, there's more. Don't worry.
I think they're gonna do the evil plan somewhere else. And then the game was like, okay, story's gonna take a break now. See you in 2 hours.
Have you gone to Mount Pyre yet?
What'd you say?
Have you gone to Mount Pyre yet?
Nah.
That's next.
Okay.
Lily Cove and Mount Pyre.
Okay.
Although, thinking about it now, the further that the plot has progressed, the closer and closer to the ocean we've gotten. We
Yes.
spent a lot of early game on land, and now it's finally moving into the islands. And if this is Team Aqua's endgame, that'll be interesting.
That makes some sense.
I mean, I Team Magma, so
Team Magma seems good so far, but like, I think that will change. No idea.
Pokemon has taught me one thing. If you're on a team, you're evil and you need to be destroyed.
yep.
Magma's gonna set off the volcano,
What'd you say?
destroy everything.
They're
Mount
going
Pyre
to
and
whatever Aqua wants to do, so you'll see.
we need the land.
Gonna
Destroy
be
the
fun.
ocean.
I appreciate fighting the team admins. That's always a highlight. I feel like I'm making some progress.
They were, Team Rocket? They weren't admins in Gen 2. It was executives, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not the same, though, I feel like.
Rocket is much more like corporate. And I appreciate...
Oh yeah, that definitely. This feels like rival gangs, and Rocket was definitely more corporate.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw this, and I may have mentioned this in a previous Sunday update, and I apologize if I have. Did we see the news story about the CPAC stage?
The sea.
Yeah, so it's like conservative something, political action something. But they had this whole big thing about how the stage was like shaped like this Nordic symbol that got like adopted by the Nazis for like one of their divisions. And the stage that CPAC did all their talking on was shaped like basically exactly like that symbol, and it was a whole big thing.
Okay.
So the Team Aqua symbol is basically that exact symbol.
Hold up.
Which I only noticed because I had been like Googling this story and then like immediately went into the first stream I had where I faced Team Aqua.
I gotta Google this too.
It's so the
what are
symbol
you talking about?
The symbol
wow,
is
that
like
is really similar.
yeah.
That's... Wow.
And I don't know. Like, Cam, can you like stream the page to the call? It's like, oh, I gotta watch stream. Yeah,
That's Aqua?
that's Aqua, and
That's
it's the symbol. So it's not the same. And the Aqua thing definitely has like a skull and crossbones feature to it. But I definitely was like literally just coming from reading this article on like the CPAC stage, and then I it just got the same vibe.
Whatever. Team Aqua did it first, so
That is true, and also maybe not the defense that you wanna give them.
So they totally stole the idea from Team Aqua, right?
I think so.
In the same way that Red versus Blue got Speedster Carolina, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because who is Wait, we need to talk about that because I forgot about what happened there.
I'm gonna stop sharing.
Yeah, thanks. And then I need to go back to grid. Okay.
So I can bring up my Pokemon type effectiveness chart again.
Because who is...
Okay, I can tell you. I got you.
Alright.
The only thing I know is that chart.
Oh, a type effectiveness chart? No, I want to know
Yes.
about Carolina, because Cam, you and I ran into... Cam, who got blurry all of a sudden. Okay.
Fixed it.
We ran into a Carolina somewhere, right?
Yeah. Somewhere along the way.
Yeah. And we're both big Red versus Blue fans, and there's character Carolina on that web show, so we were like, oh, it's a reference. And then it wasn't.
Oh, I see.
I assumed she'd be the daughter of the director of Team Aqua or something, but...
What's his name?
Who?
Team Aqua's leader.
Actually, I don't know.
Archie?
Who?
Archie?
Oh,
Archie. And then it's Moxie.
Maxie, yeah.
Maxie. Archie and Moxie.
Max.
Maxie.
Yeah.
She's got Moxie, but her name is Maxie.
Maxie. She's got Moxie.
Maxie got Moxie. Yep. Archie got...
Sharpedo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about with the admins and everything. Same gripe I have with the Rocket executives. So, you fight through, like, legions of these guys who have, like, you know... Zubat. But they'll have, like, Zubat, Weezing, like, maybe somebody else.
Carvana.
Yeah, right, Carvana. And then you get to the boss, and the boss is like, here's my one Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, where are their other Pokemon?
They don't need other Pokemon.
Yeah, it only needs one.
Why don't they catch... Like, there was... I think there was one where I definitely fought, like, the little underling guy, and he had, like, a Zubat and some other stuff, and then I fought the next one, and I just had, like, a Golbat. I think this was in one of the earlier games. But I was like, are you serious? You basically just have that guy's team, but evolved the Zubat, minus the other two Pokemon.
They
Why?
got things to do rather than train Pokemon. They gotta raise the sea.
Is that what we're...
Yeah, they
is
have
that
more
what's
important
happening?
matters to attend to.
Is that what's gonna happen?
Well, they keep trying to control the weather, and
They love the water.
they love the water, and if the world was water, all Pokemon would be happy.
That seems maybe not so true for Torkoal.
Torkoal.
Keep playing. You'll see what happens.
Okay, So no spoilers for me who's trying to figure out the story of the rest of the game.
I'm
But
also just guessing.
so far we've had many encounters with these rogue paramilitary groups who are trying to destabilize the region. I, for one, am having a lot of fun trying to bring order to this.
Chaotic world. Chaotic world.
Chaotic world. I was gonna say Latin American country, but chaotic world is probably better. What?
It's Japan.
It's Japan. Yeah, but
Talking about it's not that. It's Japan. It is a region in Japan, mapped out appropriately. We've gone over this.
Latin America.
God, Peter.
I'm just the vibe of like these two groups who are struggling for control over the region. Only reminds me of Japan in the sense of like samurai and ninjas.
Yes, the historical fight between the samurai and the ninjas.
That's probably not true, is it? I don't know. I remember some
know.
stuff in like Magic Treehouse from when I was like 6.
Oh, dude.
That is the most factual source, though, so, I would believe it.
I don't think... Who
Yeah.
was that? Who wrote those?
Who wrote Magic Treehouse?
Yeah.
No idea the name.
Same people who did Magic School Bus.
The woman who wrote... My head is coming up with J.K. Applegate, but that's, I think, just an amalgamation of J.K. Rowling and Christina Applegate, who writes Animorphs.
Mary Pope Osborne.
Mary
Shout
Pope
out.
Osborne,
Mary
yeah.
Pope Osborne.
Mary Pope Osborne would not lie to me about pre-feudal Japan.
Christina Applegate, the actress. Christina
Oh,
Applegate.
who the hell wrote Animorphs?
What are you on about? Oh my god, no. No. Wait a second.
5 people were the writers behind the Magic School Bus.
That's incredible.
That's a lot of writers.
I saw the Magic... Magic School Bus or Magic Treehouse?
Magic School Bus. Mary Pope Osborne wrote.
Oh, right, yeah. Mary
Magic
Pope Osborne
Treehouse,
wrote
yeah.
like 100 books in that series.
So who wrote the Animorphs series?
Oh, no.
J.K. Applegate.
Catherine Applegate.
Catherine Applegate?
With a K. Catherine Applegate with a K.
Why don't...
Under the name K.A. Applegate.
Okay. I knew there was like something... Yeah. Well, okay. I feel better about that because I didn't totally fuck it up.
Those books freaked me out. I never read them. I had a couple on my bookshelf when I was a kid, but I was like, I don't like this concept. It's
I
weird.
am like...
Magic Treehouse?
Animorphs.
Oh no, the Animorphs? Like, what would be the point of morphing into a fucking starfish? You know? Like, what is that gonna do for you?
I don't think they ever did that in the entire series.
Oh, no. I remember this was a book that I had.
Okay.
The Starfish Girl. It's a thing. It was a real one.
I don't remember that one, but honestly, my Animorphs lore is a little out of date. I haven't read those books in a good, 15 years.
That one scarred me. It's in my
10 years?
brain.
How old am
Just
I?
reminds me of that girl in Sky High her power is transforming into a guinea pig.
There was one where there's a kid that turns into a ball, I think.
Oh,
And
maybe.
they were like, you're a sidekick.
Oh my god.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Is the coach in that movie the guy who plays Ash in Evil Dead?
I don't.
I thought you were going to say Ash and Pokemon. I was like,
Oh, that would be-
I don't even know how to begin answering that question.
Oh, man.
We've gotten off track, sorry.
Oh yeah. But like I was saying, story in Gen 3 continues to be pretty top notch, although I would say that the game designers kind of forgot about it between the Weather Center and Lily Cove.
Oh, you're missing something.
Am I?
Between the Weather Center and Lily Cove?
Yes.
After Lily Cove, you continue going east, and then you go north.
You good. but there's also something that you could go visit.
South?
Cave of Legends.
No, that's not a thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm not ready for that. Pulling up a map of Hoenn.
I briefly asked you guys if you visited it.
Excuse me.
Alright, well, this is the map of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but that should still work.
Yeah, same map, basically. Mm-hmm.
Safari Zone.
No.
The Storm Clouds? The Weather Center. The Sacred Tomb?
Well, that
No.
sounds important.
That's where Registeel
Mount
is. It looks like.
Lava.
Mount Pyre.
Mount Pyre. Have I not
Indeed.
been there?
Did you not go to Mount Pyre?
I don't know.
We haven't been south of Safari. I stopped pretty much at Safari Zone and then the Lily Cove Poké Center.
Did
I've
you
been.
straight east and went straight
Yeah.
to Lily Cove?
Yeah, did not do Mount Pyre.
Oh,
Go do Mount Pyre.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Alright.
just go do Mount Pyre.
So that's
The
gonna
Scorched
be
Sun.
probably tomorrow's stream for me, I guess. Do Mount Pyre. Okay. Well, that should be. What's at Mount
Oh,
Pyre?
yeah,
What is
flies.
Mount Pyre? What would I have? I've been to a mount. What mount have I been to, Cam?
You went to Mount Chimney?
Mount Chimney and the Jagged Pass and the Fiery Pass. That was the one.
That's how we got to Flannery, right?
Mhm.
Ah, okay. And that was the one where I first picked up my soot bag.
I don't even want to talk about the soot bag.
Why? Soot bag's great.
Why?
I don't
You get a
know.
blue Poké Flute.
I've literally never used it at all, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But I like the
Yeah,
idea
You
of
can
having this bag.
get flutes. You can get furniture to decorate your base that is made out of the soot.
No.
Listen.
Sirmina.
You can collect so much soot, walk through all that shit, and then you can get yourself a nice, beautiful table and a desk and a chair.
No.
Soot furniture.
I cannot express to you guys how much I do not want to make a secret base. Okay? Everyone in this game is constantly telling me about all the cool shit that you can do in your secret base. And I'm like, I do not want to make one.
I think it would be really cool.
It's
But, like,
important.
Does it function as like? Can you fly to your secret base? And two, does it function as a Poké Center where you can rest and store extra stuff?
I don't know if you can fly to your secret base, and no, it does not count as a Poké Center.
I feel like see, that's the thing.
The
You're thinking
functionality.
that this game is Skyrim, and this game is not Skyrim. You cannot just buy a house and then store food in it.
The secret base
Fallout.
is it was one of the ways that Nintendo wanted to push and encourage communicating and playing with other people, because if you had other people visit your secret base and vice versa, then you could rack up certain like items and rewards and blah blah blah. Like if you have 5 different people visit your base, then you get XYZ thing or whatever. It was a thing, but I don't recall it being very exciting. Yeah. But if you're also somebody who wants to like design and do some like, you know, interior decorating and blah blah blah, it gives you kind of that outlet of like, hey, you can buy like a Torchic doll and you can find these like little random chairs and posters and it was cute.
I have no interest in interior design in a secret base.
But also, also think about it kind of contextually of Ruby and Sapphire were released in 2003. What other, like, home and interior designy big franchise came out, like, just a year or so ago?
Climate
Before
change.
then. God damn it, no.
Al Gore.
No. No.
Home interior design in 2003.
Well, like a year or two ago. Another thing where you can kind of like collect furniture and different items and like decorate your house and upgrade your house and
Like a game?
Yes.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Animal Crossing was released in 2001. Huge hit, big hit. So they kind of did like a little mini thing, is my theory. They wanted to incorporate like a little bit of that thing that was really, really hot around the time into Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
My money was either on Animal Crossing or Al Qaeda, so I'm glad it was Animal Crossing. I was thinking about things that were really big in like 2001.
Well, Animal Crossing, since it just made the comeback with the Switch, I imagine that Breath of Arceus is going to also have something like that. Should be fun.
Maybe. But like it has had a lot of it was really interesting to think about it that way of like why would they have incorporated this thing that basically like never existed afterwards, and it's like, well, what else kind of happened around that time that had a very similar thing with a much more expansive plot and gameplay, but has like that as one of its central things. Animal Crossing.
In Breath of Arceus, the guy hands you a Pokemon, and he's like, here you go. Now, to pay back the loan on that, you've just got to pay me 150,000 bells.
Yep, pretty much.
I've never played Animal Crossing.
That's what it is. That's what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the actual housing market. Except instead of, never getting to pay back your mortgage, you can just catch a bunch of butterflies.
And sell all the butterflies. You can sell like 1 billion butterflies and then just pay your mortgage off that way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or like one tarantula. I don't really know how that works.
There are a lot of legendaries
in this game?
Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Yeah. I googled that and it said Regirock puzzle, so I shut my computer down. But apparently there's like ways to like those holes in the wall, you can like get Regirock somehow.
Oh, there's like a whole thing about how to get the Reggies.
Yeah.
Noah had mentioned once, he was like, once you have dig, you can do something with those holes in the wall.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's such a pain, y'all.
But it said puzzle, I'm not into that. I wasn't feeling it.
Desert ruins, ancient tomb. I don't
Sirmina.
know where Regis would be.
Regice?
Regis, there's no two eyes.
Regice?
Regis.
Regis?
Fine.
Fine.
Oh,
You're
Island
fine.
Cave.
Yeah.
Oh, with Regigigas. Got it. Oh, sweet, in the dimensional rift.
Oh, what?
That's Gen 4 shit, dude. Don't go there yet.
Okay.
This is Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's map, so...
Oh my god.
Um,
Yeah, Regigigas doesn't exist yet.
That's fine. I think one of the things about Nuzlocke is you're not allowed to use legendaries.
really?
That tracks.
I mean, I guess it's kind of... You can use any shiny you ever encounter, right?
You
As
can
long
always
as you can
catch
catch
them.
But you can always catch a shiny, right? Even if
You
it's
can always
not-
catch a shiny,
Yeah.
so it would always be in your list.
Yeah.
Speaking of catching things to have in my list, the Absol.
Talk about
Oh.
the Absol.
Oh, yeah. We need to hear about the Absol.
What, so the first encounter or the second encounter? So the first
We need to hear
encounter-
about why there was a second encounter, and then...
Yeah, so the first encounter, for anyone who's paying attention right now, who's not involved in the whole series, right after, Fortree City, went onto Route 120, walked into some tall grass, Absol, first encounter. Like, yes, I can catch a pure dark type, I can learn so many moves. Got it down to, yellow health, threw an Ultra Ball at it, it popped out. I was like, well, that's it. One ball, one chance. Knocked it out. Moved on. Very sad. Then, Sirmina made a very good point, saying, what? One ball? Faint or flick, pretty much. So, after some rulings from the judges and re-looking up all of the rules about Nuzlocke, I've given up my Safari Zone encounter in place of going back to 120, Route 120, walked into the tall grass. Absol was the first encounter again. used the Premier Ball when it was in the red, caught it. So
So
got
the
it.
Nuzlocke.
Its name is Thauma. 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 Just
Yeah.
green.
I do not have that reflected in your team, but we will by next time.
Well, it's not on the team.
Oh, okay. You're
It's
safe.
stored for now.
Yeah.
I literally, that was the only thing that I did this weekend, was go back, catch it. And
But
move on.
the Nuzlocke rules do not actually say you have to use one Pokeball and then
Correct.
yeah, you're not
It's
Lance
faint or
Armstrong.
flee. You can use the Pokeball until either of those things happen.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to go back through everything else and be like, well, I missed that Makuhita because it broke out of the ball. Because the only thing I really cared about was getting that Absol. So I'm going to forgo all of the other mistakes that I made. And Safari Zone. I feel like that makes up for
Should even it
round
out.
one.
You have a solid team as it is, so like once you get like an Altaria, you have a Blaziken, you can roll up to a Ludicolo, you're gonna get Absol, you still have
Absol and Metagross will replace Ninjask and Zigzagoon.
I'm trying to remember when you get the Beldum though.
Steven's home in Moss Deep, and it's the only time you can.
Yeah, but the timing of it I'm not remembering
It's a very
Yes.
long way away.
as now or
My backup if Blaziken ever goes down is Camerupt.
that's solid, Camerup's a good, well-rounded one.
Yeah.
And then I'd have a ground
Just a little
type.
slow, I think, right?
Yeah, he's a
He
type.
is slow, yeah. But
And water is a problem.
Water's a very...
But water's already a problem for a fire type. I mean, that's not.
yeah.
I would lose the fighting type for ground. And then I'm good with that.
At least then you would solve your electricity problem.
True. Who else do you have in the box?
Whismer, another Wingull,
Okay.
Ninjask. No, not Ninjask. Shedinja.
Oh, Shed.
Let me
got it.
actually pull up my list. What else do I actually have? Because I found this great Nuzlocke tracker
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
online that allows me to just keep everything that I've ever seen. So, I've got Lunatone. I went back to
Ooh,
the meteorite cave
Ah.
that's
because
pretty
it was
good.
like the only things you can find in here are Zubats, like 90% encounter rate, Lunatone, or Solrock. I was like, okay.
Did you
So
go
I
at
got
night? Did you go at night? Oh, you can
No.
just encounter either one?
Yeah, I think so.
I was hoping it'd be like Soul Rock during the day, Lunatone at night.
That'd be nice. I've got
Cool.
Spinda.
But...
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Spinda I've seen be used as, like it's an okay addition to the team.
yeah.
He knows
Oh,
confusion.
I have Beautifly, and I have Lily.
You could train up that Lilleep.
I could.
It's
For
one of
the-
my only options, so I'm probably going to do that.
Does that become Grass Rock?
Wow, that is. Wow, I barely have anyone. It's so sad to see all of them missed on this list. Rosalia, Trapinch, Numel,
Aw, Trapinch would have been awesome.
all of the Zigzagoons and Linoons that I've missed.
That's okay. You don't need them.
Yeah, those are fine.
Oh,
Missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those.
only
that line.
because I mentioned the time thing accidentally. I noticed again on Sirmina's stream today, and I thought this was a really cool feature of Gen 3 that we haven't talked about yet, the clock at the
Yes.
beginning. It's such a weird but neat graphics interface. Like that I did not expect.
In terms of just having a clock to set the way that we do.
Yeah. Well, so in Gen 2 the clock was very set number, set number. But
Yeah, it was digital. Yeah.
here it's because it's analog, right? You like it just wound up being very different. Like I felt like it contributed to me to the opening of Gen 3 being just this like magical like here's all of this graphic stuff that we can do now. Like have fun and like being able to, you know, to actually set the dial on the clock and like all these really cool looking colors, and it just looks miles better than Gen 2.
The animations.
Yeah, animations like Sirmina was saying earlier, like the fact that each Pokemon has a mini sprite in the menu now.
Yeah.
Like it being one of 10 predetermined ones, depending on like its type of Pokemon and like what it looks like, and
Everything
it being
is
reduced
just
down
to
to
ride
something
on.
that looks kind of like it.
Yeah, I can tell what Pokemon I'm walking up to when it's like inside someone's house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty great.
it doesn't
Also,
just
the
look like
animation of
Rhydon.
going through tall grass.
Oh yeah,
The animation of going through grass and tall grass and like the extra tall grass, it like actually like shakes.
It's
also,
very cute.
have you guys seen what happens when you walk next to a puddle?
Yeah, you can see your
You
reflection.
can see your reflection in the water, and it looks great.
It's amazing. There was something, if
Good
you
job
go
with that.
south of Rustboro, is it? There's the slatted path where the twins are standing on it, and as you're walking on it, you can see your reflection
Yeah.
slat as you go by. Like, that's attention to detail.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
it just like there's a lot in the game that I'm sort of like I don't know why the hell you put this in. Like when you're fighting the TV guy, the TV reporter, and she keeps asking you like, "Oh, how would you describe that battle?" And I just keep saying bad. And I know it like pops up on TV or something later, and it just seems like a totally unnecessary feature to me.
It was really funny to see like a report on TV because I went to go watch it when I was in Fortree,
Nice.
and I totally forgot that I had battled them at one point and given them an interview, and it was the one after I had done the contest. Screw the contest and Pokeblocks. Don't care about it at all. Hate it. And so I was like watching the report, and it was like, yeah, we just watched like someone put in the Beautifly. Like, yeah, look at Wormwood. And I was like, oh god. And it was like, although it was like, what was the one word you would use to describe this contest? And I said, bad. I was like, yeah, that seems about right. Wormwood did get fourth. It's like, wow, thanks, interview.
Wow.
Great.
No,
But it
I
was really
think
funny because I'd totally forgotten.
the last 2 times I've battled the reporter, I've just said disappointing as my summary of the battle because she's terrible.
Yeah, they're not a great team.
They
No.
did finally get a Magneton, though,
Sure,
and a Loudred.
Yeah.
sure.
Soon she'll have an X-Cloud.
Will she though?
Still knock it out.
Yeah. I guess there's gonna be an uproar next time I see them.
Boo.
Ooh. Whismer's locked into using Uproar for the next 3 turns.
Hate it.
Whismer used Uproar. Random note, just going way back. Bruce Campbell, Ash, and Evil Dead is Coach Boomer in Sky High.
Coach Boomer.
It is Bruce Campbell, which makes me really happy.
Okay,
Like
Coach
tire
Boomer.
kick. I was like, wait.
It has been more than a year since Nico Lul's OK Boomer video.
I don't want to talk
on
about it.
TikTok.
Boomer.
Oh my god, that was a great TikTok. But oh my god, it's been a year. This has been a week of oh my god, it's been a year. So
A little bit. Yeah.
had enough of that.
I left school on February the 13th. Or, nope, sorry, Friday the 13th. Wrong F word. Do that a lot. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th last year. And is now Pi Day, which means it's March 14th,
Yes.
2021. So it has been more than a year.
Yep. Yep.
Jazz hands. Happy quarantine.
Ew.
One jazz hand.
Down here.
But this year, I'm glad to have something like to do because
What?
the vintage Pokemon project.
This.
This, literally this, the thing that we're doing. Speaking of, I don't want to cut off any comments about Gen 3. I did want to say at some point, at least in the next month or so, we should look at the end of the year because I was doing some looking at the remakes and we definitely have enough time to cover them in the months we have left. But we should just figure out who's playing what because I didn't want to just like write in suggestions.
Totally figure that out.
We've got
Yeah.
6 games. Do you guys want to do it now or should we just do it offline?
Up to y'all. All I'm gonna say is that I've played at least one remake per generation. So I've done Fire Red, I've done Soul Silver, and I've done Alpha Sapphire. So
Okay, you probably shouldn't.
y'all
play
kind of
these.
have your picks. I played one of each.
I've only played Fire Red.
Mhm.
And I
So
think,
maybe-
Peter, you've also played Fire Red, right?
I've played like 5 seconds of Fire Red. So if anyone's gonna play Fire Red, Sirmina, you said you had played it, right?
Yes, that's what I did my Nuzlocke on.
Ah.
I
yeah,
wanted
you
to
said
try.
earlier.
Well, I feel like I can do that one since you guys have already played through.
If you didn't want to like mess up the picture of the stream, we can do this offline, like after this.
Yeah, we can do it afterwards. That would actually work pretty well. Then I won't, mess it up. And I can text you guys. Any
We can do the randomizer again.
we can do the randomizer. But I feel like Sirmina's played through so many of these.
That it would be easy to just.
It
choose.
might be easier to just figure out what we want to do. We each need to play 2 games across
6.
6 in this will be September and October. So yeah.
We're on good track for it though. Like, I feel like the end of March, we're gonna finish Gen 3.
Yeah. Looking increasingly likely.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the plot line is left. Sirmina, you said that there was a lot, but
Plenty more as it has to do with Team Aqua and Magma. It's
Yes.
kind of how with Gen 2, we did have a bit of a hiatus of like, here's all this Team Rocket stuff that you have to
Yeah.
do in the late game.
That was like radio
Mentally.
tower things kind of
Lake of Rage, the Hideout, Radio Tower, yeah.
Yeah.
Similar in Gen 1, where we had the Game Corner, the Pokemon Tower, and then Silphco.
yeah.
It was all kind of like mid to late game.
Yeah.
Here, it's going to be kind of the same of like, it's going to feel like there's a lot of progress between here to Moss Deep to Setopolis,
Okay.
because there's a lot of Aqua and Magma activity.
But now I actually feel like I want to go do that. Gen 2 I kind of felt a little bit like I don't really
It's enticing them, the Gen 2 reason for why they're doing their things. For
Yeah.
them, it's just like, we want Giovanni back. But like these guys, it's totally different.
And I feel a little more like I don't know, the Team Rocket guys always were just kind of very corporate and like we're gonna make money.
Yeah.
These guys at
Yeah.
least seem more idealist.
Yeah.
Can't I cut you off?
The Gen 1 rocket line was a lot more engaging, I think.
I thought so too.
So it's nice to go back to that kind of storyline. Where it's like,
Yeah.
yes, I want to know what comes next. Like, what is the plan?
Rocket also just had a much stronger presence in Gen 1. I mean, I appreciated what they were doing in Gen 2. Like, it was very, they're trying to come back rather than, so that they obviously don't have full control over everything now. But I thought it was
Yeah.
more fun to have to, like, fight your way through Gen 1 rocket who's very obviously established. Then in Gen 2...
they're like ingrained in Kanto.
Yeah.
The Game Corner was shipping out like thousands of Pokemon a month.
Yeah. Like they felt...
Yeah.
Brandy's like over in the corner woofing. But
you had Giovanni as a gym leader. Like it's
right.
very ingrained.
They felt like, you know,
Leader.
it felt like they were kind of like the mob, but like deeply established within the region. And Giovanni is just like that elected official who everyone knows is connected to the mob, but like no one can really touch him. Yeah.
You kid.
Yeah.
We just single-handedly take down the mob.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're the champion.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Not Gary. Or Rival. Or Hop.
Hop.
But yeah. Yeah, Gen 3, it's like you kind of see them starting to try to get corporate because your first experience with Team Aqua and Magma is them messing with the Devon Corporation and
Right,
trying to
true.
get some kind of goods and whatever's going on. But then
The
after
goods.
that, you kind of get into more of the idealistic side of like, here's us like actively fucking with nature and like here's our plan and how to get there.
And that's the part I really like, especially because the game pushes environmentalism so much.
Yeah.
And you have
yeah.
these like you have kind of everybody in the world telling you to take care of the planet, and then you have these two groups that are very much like, no, we're gonna control the planet.
Yeah. They're like, we're going to take care of the planet by being really extremely like controlling about this aspect of the planet, and here's why it's going to save everything.
You can't do that.
No. It's not how this works.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
Not respecting
so,
the natural balance.
Yeah.
That's gonna
It's
make a
great.
bunch of insects' eyes go red with rage. Sorry, that's a niche reference. I'm not sure if anyone got that one. That's
No
a
idea what you're
Nausicaa reference.
Balance.
Okay.
What was the reference?
Nausicaa.
Oh,
yeah, you
wow.
lost me.
Wow.
Studio
I got
Ghibli,
halfway.
arguably, like, definitely the best manga. Not sure if it was their best film.
I saw half of it.
And
It's very it's got a big environmental message though, and the overarching like point of it is sort of you can try to like screw with nature all you want, but like it's the planet's so big that eventually it's just gonna crush whatever efforts you do to control it.
nature finds a way.
Yeah.
Water always wins.
That one was also cool because the forest's healing efforts were repairing the damage done to the forests, but poisonous to humans. So it was basically like the only people suffering as a result of it were the people who caused the damage in the first place. Which is neat.
Hey,
Honestly.
that's a good message.
Great movie, by the way. Highly recommend. Yeah. So, I think we covered all I really meant to cover in Gen 3.
I think so.
Yeah,
Well, not in Gen 3, but for this week's update. That's what I meant.
for this week.
I'm sure we'll have more story stuff to cover next time. Since Cam and I are pushing towards... Oh, we gotta go to... What do we have to do? Mount Pyre?
Vampire before we do Lily Cove.
Okay.
You should. And you
I
got on the
saw-
ground before you go to the sea.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. There is one thing that we did not touch base on, and it was not Gen 3 related. It is Gen 2 related.
Yeah, you finished.
The completion of Crystal this week
Yes!
before
finished
Ruby's
Crystal.
Sorry, I forgot to... Yeah.
It's okay.
We gotta congratulate Sirmina on being the Gen 2 champion.
Thank you. I was exhausted by the end of that run because I didn't realize it was going to take 3.5 fucking hours to
I
do
know.
everything I needed to do.
Yeah, that was a.
I should have split that in too, but
But...
it's okay.
As a result of that video, we now know how to timestamp our videos and break them into chapters, which is
Indeed.
super cool. And Sirmina, I think, has done it with a bunch of her videos already.
All of
Yeah,
them.
I finished it all for Crystal. I went through just some like major points of like, starting the video at XYZ point, getting to like, here's the route I covered, here's the city I reached, or here's the gym leader I'm fighting, or here's where the Elite Four starts, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I ran through highlights. I mean, we cover a lot in each of these streams, so I ended up having like 10 different chapters in a video, which for how long they are, kind of makes sense. But I need to do that for my blue videos, and I'll start doing that with my Ruby ones in post-stream editing.
This is super cool. I have been thinking for a couple weeks about trying to make a highlight video of like Gen 1 and just sort of the best moments from each of our videos. But that felt like a very intimidating task to start with so much footage. So now with the things marked off, I think I would actually be able to jump in and see if I can find some highlights to pull out.
Nice. I'll probably run through blue tonight, so you'll have those.
But
I'll
also,
just do them while I watch the Grammys.
Oh,
the Grammys are tonight?
Grammys are tonight?
Oh yeah, they start at 8. I'm only just gonna like see if Taylor Swift wins her shit and watch and see what she ends up performing.
Nice.
That's pretty much the only reason I'm watching. So
yeah. Well, I will have to start looking at the blue videos, and I need to mark off my own timestamps. But
yeah, I need to do yellow. It'll be interesting to go back and see, like, I don't know, just all of the playthroughs again. Like,
yeah. But also,
how much we knew I didn't know.
Aside from us, for our viewership, this potentially makes our videos a little easier to get into, because if you only want to watch a specific thing about, like, from our 3-hour stream, for example, you could just jump right to the gym that you're interested in and treat it as more of a tutorial and less of a you have to watch the whole thing kind of deal. So
You want to skip watching us struggle through Victory Road? You can.
well, one thing that I was thinking our videos could potentially be useful for is, like, we have all this footage of all the different opponents in the game, so if people like really want to go see who's in the, what Flannery's team is, then this would allow you to kind of more quickly do that. So that could be neat. But also, I just encourage everyone who's watching us to watch all of our streams, because that gets us watch hours, and that's good. Our most consistent viewer is Brandy. Tied with Noah.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thanks, Brandy.
Sweet girl.
Alright. Well, I think that's this week's Sunday update, unless you guys have anything that I forgot about. Cool. So I'm going to take us offline. If you've been watching us, I know Mark and Noah got the chance to tune in, and we've had 3 viewers for a while, which is probably just us. But anyone who was able to watch, thanks so much for tuning in. Super appreciate it. This week, I know I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. I'm on spring break this week, so I'm going to try to do a couple streams in between, like, writing my paper.
Close.
But I'm going to try to get a couple streams in. I'm usually the morning guy, so I'll probably keep doing mornings, which is weird because that's not my brand. But yeah. I'll have a graphic posted for our followers on Twitter and our fans on Facebook probably by tomorrow, with some more sense of like when we're going to be streaming Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, no Crystal this week.
Hey.
So yeah, until next time, this has been the Vintage Pokemon Project's Sunday update. Bye bye.
Thank you.